How I Learned English, the Quick and Easy Way. I remember the first time I tried to learn English. I opened a book and stared at the page. Words, phrases, rules. It was like looking at a foreign code. I thought, how in the world do people speak this language so easily? Everywhere I turned, I saw people chatting in English like it was their native tongue. Meanwhile, I was stuck on grammar rules, awkward sentences, and pronunciation struggles. It felt like climbing an endless mountain, and I was barely at the foot of it. Sound familiar? I bet many of you have felt that way at some point. But here's the twist. One day I had a revelation. I stopped worrying about being perfect and decided to just start. I'd been trying to follow every advice out there. Watch movies, listen to podcasts, read books. It was all great advice, but I felt lost in the noise of too many suggestions. I realized that trying to do everything wasn't the answer. Instead, I made a simple decision: find what worked for me. I began speaking, even when I made mistakes, and I didn't let the fear of sounding wrong hold me back. I found language exchange partners online, and we practiced chatting in English, laughing at our mistakes. Little by little, my confidence grew. Next, I embraced immersion. I surrounded myself with English in ways that were fun. I didn't force myself to memorize endless lists of vocabulary or drill grammar exercises. Instead, I started watching movies in English, listening to my favorite songs with the lyrics in front of me, and reading books I actually enjoyed. Slowly, it stopped feeling like work. The more I exposed myself to the language in a relaxed, enjoyable way, the faster I improved. And the most important lesson: you don't need to be perfect. It's all about progress. Just like learning to walk. You don't focus on how many steps you've taken, you just keep going. The more I practiced, the more fluent I became, not through forcing myself to follow rigid methods, but by finding a path that felt natural and fun for me. Now, English feels second nature. It's not a challenge anymore. It's a part of my everyday life. If you're struggling to learn English, remember this. It's not about memorizing every rule or cramming for hours on end. It's about finding the way that works for you. Take small steps, make mistakes, and learn from them. Over time, you'll be amazed at how far you've come. So to everyone out there trying to master English, don't give up. Keep going, stay patient, and enjoy the journey. The language you think is hard will soon feel easy, and one day you'll look back and realize just how much you've achieved. You've got this.